And now, another episode of MMA Gossip with your boys.
Boom. We're live, baby. Episode 89 of MMA Gossip. Obviously, we're down Mikey today, even though my name might say Mikey on the final recording. No, it doesn't say on the final, but right now it does. So with that being said, we miss Mike very much. But we got a two-man show for you guys today. We got the blurred backgrounds, hopefully coming a little clearer. I'm in my parents' house right now. My room's a mess, but we're making do. Trucking ahead, episode 89. With that being said, thank you guys for following along this far. Like, comment, subscribe if you've been sticking with us. This weekend, we have UFC 267, and it is free. As Dana White would say, yes, you got to pay $5 a fucking month for ESPN Plus. You got to pay for cable anyway. This card is pretty fucking stacked, and it is free. So MMA Gossip is back. Yaz Island is back. Fight Island is back. And there's nothing better than fights at 10:30 in the morning. I know Matt agrees with me. I love waking up on a Saturday, have a cup of coffee, eat a little breakfast, and then next thing you know, by noon, mixing a couple beers after the coffee. And at 2 p.m., you're watching fucking back-to-back title fights. So what is better than that? Anyway, we got Glover Teixeira taking on Jan Blachowicz. Shout out Glover Teixeira, by the way. Happy birthday. He's 41, which is fucking crazy. And Blachowicz is not a spring chicken himself. He's 38 years old. I mean, I'm 28, so I feel like when I'm 38, I'm still going to think I'm young. And he looks young. He looks really fucking good. We'll get into that. We have the interim bantamweight title, but I feel like this really is the bantamweight title. Peter Yan taking on Corey Sandhagen in the co-main event, and I'm fucking pumped for that. That's definitely the people's main event in my eyes. I don't know about you. I don't know if you agree, but we'll get into that and a whole lot more. So without further ado, I would right now pass it to Mike, but I am currently Mike. So Matt, real quick, what did you think last night? Did you watch Clarissa Shields? She took the L. Jake Paul's on her case. What do you think?
She stinks. Like I saw the highlights, and it's exactly how I would have thought the fight went if I didn't watch it. You just said, how did Clarissa Shields lose? And it's almost how she lost her first fight, pretty much. So the holes in her game are pretty fucking obvious. And did you happen to see her odds by any chance? Because the first time when she almost lost, she was like one of the biggest favorites I've ever seen.
I believe she was like minus 250, like nothing crazy, but she was definitely a sizable favorite. Dude, you know me, I don't look at the odds, but one of our buddies, shout out to Hodor, he placed a bet for Montez to win by submission and another to win by decision, and she won by decision, so he cashed out on that.
Okay, so I knew I wasn't crazy. It opened at minus 670, and obviously closed at 286.
That's what I said, 2 something. Yeah.
The fact that moved over little under 400 points. And then yesterday too, minus this time 675, closing range from 250 to 165. So if you look at her odds on a graph, they're at a chart, pretty fucking crazy. Pretty much looks like every stock I buy. So
dude, you're telling me my portfolio is fucking redder than fucking Random Walker's hair. But and then Kayla Harrison obviously gets the job done. She's been talking a lot about free agency. Dana White said she should stick in PFL and keep doing her thing. Dan Lambert, owner of American Top Team, said he does not want to see Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison fight because he's too close of friends with both of them. They both train at ATT, and they're fucking tight there, so he doesn't want to see that. But all that aside, where do you want to see Kayla Harrison next? And 2-part question: where do you want to see her, and where do you think she'll end up?
I want to see her in the UFC because I think she would fight at 145 there, right?
50. Oh, she's 55 now, but she would probably have to be 45.
Yeah, like that's the kind of life I feel like women's division needs, right? Really fucking bad.
Right.
And your 2 divisions are basically held up by champions, well, 3, but one's a little small, that are fucking dominant. So bring somebody like her over. You need some life in all those women's divisions. Like, I'm tired of watching minus 1 billion every single title fight. Like, I don't know if she'll beat Amanda Nunes, but that's the fight I would want to see. Who wouldn't want to see that fight? What do you think the odds for that fight would be?
I think Amanda Nunes would have to
be a favorite. I don't think she'd be like, dude, she's always minus 500 minimum. Like, there's no way that she's anything like that against her, I don't think.
I don't think so either because of people like us, people talking about it. But Kayla Harrison has never fought anyone remotely of note. And
true. She's big as fuck.
I mean, she's big as fuck, though. But you know what's crazy? They train together all the time, and they know who would win. You know what I'm saying? They know. And I feel like it would be Amanda Nunes. So I would love to see her in the UFC, but you know me, bro. What I want to see first, I want to see her go to Bellator. And I think she would get paid. And then she would fight if as long as Cyborg retains her belt against Sinead Kavanaugh. I think that, which she obviously should. Cyborg, Kayla Harrison wins that, defends the belt. Like, say she signs like a 3-fight deal, beats Cyborg, wins again. Then you go to the UFC, and then she'll be the biggest star. And by then, Amanda Nunes probably be phased out. She already has her daughter. She'll probably have another kid by then. And then she could reign supreme in the UFC. And her and Nunes, I don't want to say don't have to fight because maybe they're too good of friends to fight. Dan Lambert doesn't want to see it. Who the fuck knows, dude? But rolling on in. What were you going to say?
What I was looking up real quick, because of course Best Fight Odds is the best. They have odds for her on here versus Nunes.
What is it?
And versus Cyborg, but that's kind of irrelevant.
What are both
against Cyborg? She's plus 170 and Cyborg's minus 200. What do you think it is with Nunes? Guess.
Way more than that.
Not much.
Really?
Minus 290 plus 245.
Minus 290 is a huge favorite, though.
It is, but considering Cyborg is only hypothetically 90 points less, $90 less, like it's under 300. When's the last time you saw Nunes under like minus 500? It's been a minute.
Yeah, well, I guess because Nunes is Nunes is big, but I meant Cyborg is fucking big. Remember, she could never make 135 ever. So they made the 145-pound division for her, basically, and then they had that falling out. Cyborg would probably fight her at 55. She don't give a fuck. Cyborg's a beast, but she's getting a little older, so we'll see. We'll see, dude. I would love for her to go to Bellator. I would love to see that fight. And her coming in as an underdog, man, that would be so sweet.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you know how we have this podcast streak going? We're 89 episodes deep and we haven't missed one. And even though like today we have a 2-man show, I'm very sad to report that Bruce Buffer is breaking his streak at UFC 267. I read this earlier. Let me look. I think Joe Martinez is going to be the one doing it. How many did he have in a row here? Let's see now. This is UFC 267. Bruce Buffer has done 255 UFC pay-per-views in a row. And he's currently breaking his streak. Buffer fucking tested positive and couldn't make the trip. So
wait, Joe Martinez.
Huh?
He's not there?
Bruce Buffer.
I gotta listen to fucking Joe Martinez.
Joe Martinez, baby, UFC 267. And dude, isn't it crazy? It's a free pay-per-view. Because it's
fucked.
I know. He's break 255 in a row, dude. First time since UFC 211 in 1996. He hasn't missed a numbered event. And that's including like UFC
sucks.
UFC 37, UFC 37 and a half. You know what I mean? I
feel like I'm in the minority lately, but like to me, I get so excited knowing that like I love hearing Rogan and Buffer during pay-per-views. Like,
dude, I absolutely completely couldn't agree with you more. And I think it's crazy that, like, to me, I was thinking about this. I almost had a heart attack the other day thinking about, sorry for all our viewers out there. I'm looking a little blurry. Thinking about when Dana White's time comes to an end, he doesn't look like he's going to, and Bruce Buffer, it's going to be a different sport for a lot of people. Cause I know people are like, oh, I'm old school. Guess what? Bruce Buffer's been there since UFC 11. It's going to be very fucking different when that motherfucker's not. Dude, I get the chills. It's time for a fucking big. It's not just us. It's not just fans. Like TJ Dillashaw comes to mind. Michael Chiesa comes to mind. Guys that get Bisbing get fucking pumped up when Buffer announced their name. They yell back at him. They fist bump him. He is a staple there.
Not doing that for Joe Martinez. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah. He tore his ACL doing a fucking 360 jump to introduce Brock Lesnar at UFC 100. You know what I mean? Like, he's there.
Wasn't that a Lesnar fight?
Yeah, dude. He's fucking there for it. So, Anyway, it's going to be sad to see him not there, but UFC 267 rolls on, baby. So let's get into it. Again, early card. Sorry, boys. I'm a little poor. Can't afford a laptop. Got to go on my work laptop. But with that being said, the prelims open up, I believe, at 10 or 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. I was right. All right. We got a flyweight bout opening it up. Matt's favorite fighter, Tagir Ulanbekov, taking on Alan Nascimento. It's Yaz Island. You know they want to promote Ulanbekov. He's minus 360. What do you think is gonna fucking happen? Moving on. If you have a hot take on any of these fights, please stop me, bro. Magomed Mustafayev taking on Damir Ismagulov. Ismagulov is minus 275. I was actually kind of surprised to see that. I was thinking about putting Mustafayev in maybe a parlay somewhere, just as super juice.
Agree.
As super juice, you know what I mean? Like MMA is a wild sport, and I granted, should he be the underdog? Absolutely, positively, but like that, I was kind of shocked to see it.
Who did he fight? Oh, okay. He lost a split decision to Brad Riddell after knocking the living shit out of Fiziev. He's fought some fucking good guys, bro. I fought Kevin Lee. I don't know. I agree with that. I like the odds there a lot.
I mean, I see what they're doing here, you know, but I think so too. But it is a good stepping stone for Damir, obviously, at the same time. Moving on up, Hu Yaozong taking on Andre Petrosky, minus 235. He kind of reminds me of what's his name? I see his face in my head. I'll think of it in a minute. Any hot takes here? Andre Petrosky looks like, what the fuck's his name? He died. He came back. He's 10 years sober. UFC vet. Fought Condit. He's fought fucking everyone underneath the sun. From Tough. No, not Matt Brown.
Wait, what? Didn't Matt Brown die and come back?
Yeah, that's why they call me immortal, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like making me mad because I could see his face in my head. I could see his kids' faces in my head, as fucking bizarre as that sounds. Court McGee. Tough vet. McGee. The whole nine. He looks like Court McGee.
Oh my god, he does. Oh shit! This guy, he's from the I had to look up his face. He was the dude from the Ultimate Fighter.
Both of them. Or you're saying Court McGee? Yeah. When I was saying Court before.
No,
yeah,
I meant to talk to you because I remember just seeing him. He just fought somebody to a He just knocked somebody. I was like ground and pound, I think. But he started the fight. Started to gas.
Yeah, I lost you for a second. You're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He started really hot because he's a wrestler, and then he started to gas a little bit, and then I think he finished him in the third round. But I don't know. I got him here, yeah, for sure. Now that I looked him up, I forgot who it was, to be honest with you.
Dude, that's the problem with these cards being in Yaz Island, in Abu Dhabi, and with COVID restrictions, flight restrictions, visa issues. They're really trying. Like, obviously, it's got to be international fighters fighting on these cards. They gotta bulk them up there, especially, and that's a lot of times you get on these cards, which I'm not mad about, and they deserve their due. Like, I think I mentioned this podcast before. Guys like Jake Shields, who are Dana White haters, Brendan Schaub, giving Dana White his props where due, and he's doing anything to put fights on, get international fighters on the card, honor contracts, the whole nine. And you got to give him fucking credit. This next fight, honestly, is a fucking sleeper, and not many people are talking about it, and I'm pretty fucking pumped for it. We were just talking about it pre-podcast. Ron Murphy taking on Makwan Amirkhani. I have the odds in front of me. Did you know the odds before looking at this?
No, but I was surprised at first, and I thought about how Makwan has been fighting lately and how he showed no progression, while Murphy is a shitty split decision away from, I think, being undefeated in the UFC.
Dude,
he's pretty good. And Makwan I feel like Makwan goes into the same fight with every strategy, no matter who he fights.
He does. I mean, he does have that UFC. Like, he's like a UFC vet. He's fought some pretty fucking good competition, like Shane Burgos. Like, he's fought some pretty good guys. So he's been in there mixing it up, and I weigh experience heavily. But Ron Murphy, like you said, he's been in. Dude, I'm drawing a blank right now. When he fought Tukagov, did he win? He won that fight by split decision. Pretty sure Tukagov gassed, and he won that fight.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to look that up because I think I remember he definitely had a split decision.
He was a big underdog, and we called it on the podcast.
Yeah, it was a split decision.
He won.
It was his first fight. No, it was a split draw.
Oh, it was a draw. Oh,
that's
right.
What I meant. It was a draw. A shitty draw. He should have won.
That's why I can. And exactly. And he should have won. Yeah, 2 glove gas, and Murphy came on hot at the end. And with that being said, Makwan is known to gas, so we shall see. With that being said, I did sprinkle $10 on Makwan, Corey Sandhagen, and Glover Teixeira. They're all over plus 200s. I've parlayed them all together. $10 to win 361.
Nice. You sent it to us. That's awesome. I don't think that Glover has a snowball's chance in hell, but imagine Glover Teixeira gets a belt wrapped around his waist this weekend.
Dude,
it would be dope to see. Come on, do better,
dude. He just never dies. He was like the Brazilian killer. He was undefeated, came in, fought John Jones, obviously got the shit beat out of him, got his mouthpiece knocked into the 14th row.
Remember what what team did to him?
Oh my God,
Rumble. His teeth were flying on live TV.
Well, dude, isn't it crazy to think about that though? He came back from that fight, won his next fight, and then I think he went win loss, and then just comes back and wins 5 in a row. That's like a career altering, life altering type of KO. 13 seconds. He was wrestling the referee. That was a fucking vicious KO. And to come back like that, in this career, and the people he's beating too, that Anthony Smith fight. He was
so many comebacks.
What a comeback, right? Just a fucking dog. Thiago Santos chokes his ass out in his most recent
fight. Hurt bad.
Dude, that's what I mean. Krylov, Kutalaba, he's fighting big, intimidating guys.
Roberson hurt him too. That's 3 fights that he was almost unconscious.
So that's the thing. He's used to being hurt, but is he going to be able to take that Polish power? We shall see. I mean, I don't know how we got into this already, because we should go in order, but we're hyping up the main event big time. We'll get there. I'm just going to scroll and pick on some good fights then while we're here. Dos Santos is fighting. Yeah, I know. Scrolling around. Dude, Ricardo Ramos and Zubaira Tukhugov. Definitely.
I like Ramos.
Oh, wait. I thought you said... Wait, who are you picking is what I'm asking you.
Oh, Ramos.
Dude, I like Ramos a lot. I thought it was you or Matt. Weren't one of you guys not very high on him?
No, Mike isn't. I like Ramos.
I do too, dude. At 217, you were with me. We saw him fight in the Garden on the GSP card, and he knocked Amin Zahabi the fuck out. Okay. It was like that fucking elbow, right? Didn't he knock him out with that back elbow and then finish or hurt him bad with that at least, and then just put him away? It was an elbow, dude. I'm telling you. I remember saw it live. Like a spinning elbow and knocked Zahabi the fuck out. That was UFC 217, dude. We were there. It was UFC's last fight.
That's 2017. Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say 16, but yeah, that was sweet, dude. And I became a fan of him then. He's had some good fights. I mean, I know he lost to Murphy, but that's not, we're hyping Murphy the fuck up. So I guess that's not saying,
Murphy not the fuck out. But he's good. I like him.
I'm not going to hold that against him. That's what I'm saying. I like Ramos too, and he's coming in as an underdog. So I would that's bet worthy to me. Plus 150 on Ramos. I mean, obviously Tugov's gonna have the wrestling, the grappling, but Ramos is not too fucking shabby himself. So we'll see. I want to see who Black Sheep MMA. I know he's a black belt, but I want to see who he got his black belt from, just to kind of see if his style of grappling. Doesn't say where he got it from, but I knew he was a black belt.
Ramos?
Yeah.
Go on, what's it called?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to dig too much. Sorry, boys. Work laptop is what it is. Anyways, moving on up. The headliner of the prelims, Amanda Ribas, Verna Jandiroba. Ribas coming in only minus 160. I was a little bit surprised to see that. I thought she'd be a little bit bigger of a favorite. Obviously, the UFC wants her to win in this spot. Obviously, it's going to be a fucking awesome. Well, I shouldn't say obviously. It should and could and would be an amazing grappling contest, but we know what happens when there's two amazing fucking grapplers fighting. Might be a striking match. Who do you favor in a striking match?
It might be Ben Askren versus fucking
dude
Damian Maia.
Who do you favor in this matchup on the feet and why?
Dude, I don't even know. I really don't know. But like that's like it's literally like asking me to fight. I just said jokingly. You know,
no, I mean, yeah, honestly, in that fight, I would have probably said that Ben Askren had better striking, and I would have been totally wrong.
Yeah. Who do you think?
Honestly, I think that Hebas does have the better striking. Obviously, a lot of bias is. Yeah, I mean, people are not gonna forget the knockout that Hebas took in her last fight against Rodriguez, but like, I mean, look at her. You know what I mean? Look
Rodriguez,
at she's
like star power.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she will fucking light your ass up, and there's no shame in that. She got caught. She was fully outstanding and like still tried to stay in the fight. Her reflexes were just, you know, she was on autopilot. And I mean, she's good. I mean, she just fought Mackenzie Dern Rodriguez and won that fight as well, you know, and those grapplers, those super dangerous grapplers, she's got the edge on them. So I think that there's a lot of I think if that fight never happened, Hebas would be an even bigger favorite, even though Jandiroba
she used to be a big favorite all the time. She had a lot of hype
behind. And Verna Jandiroba is a amazing grappler in her own right, but I still think that Hebas is the advantage there. So I think she has the advantage, honestly, wherever the fight goes. And I would definitely lay 160 on her. I might have a little parlay here, maybe Ramos, Hebas. I'm making it up as we go. We'll see. Anyway, on to the main card, the numbered card, not the pay-per-view. Magomed Ankalaev taking on the almost forgotten Volkan Ozdemir. Volkan has just had a huge fall from grace ever since the DC fight. Honestly, he skyrocketed to the top of the division, and he's plummeted as pretty. I mean, I shouldn't say plummeted. He's ranked 8th, but who the fuck is put? Like, you know what I mean? Like when you think of like the light heavyweight picture, Ozdemir is not in it.
No, it's I only want to see Jerry. That's it.
I really want to see him fight again too, but I would love to see, dude. Are you on odds, by the way? Because
yes,
Ankalaev is minus 310. Obviously, they want the UFC's putting him in spots here. I like the way they're building him.
I wouldn't be sure Ozdemir landed a check hook and fucking ruined Dana White's night here.
I would be pretty surprised. I think that Ankalaev is going to fuck him up.
I hope so, dude, because I like Ankalaev. He's a problem.
Yeah, unless you're fucking poopy Paul Craig.
Paul Craig's still beating people, right? He didn't lose yet.
Dude, Paul Craig is...
Right? He's on like a 5 or 6 fight winning streak, I think.
No fucking way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure. He might have lost his last one, but I know he's been on a run.
Well, he saved because he saved his UFC.
Dude, he's won 4 straight with a draw in between.
4 in a row. Yeah, the Shogun fight. Yeah.
Ha!
Jesus Christ. The Ankalaev one was in 2018. Doesn't feel
him
that
knocking out Jamal Hill was where I thought the run was going to end. He fucked him up.
He took his arm and ate it like a fucking wing. Like that was fucked up. That was fun. But like Shogun, Antigulov, Shogun, or like he's not fighting anyone.
I mean, there's no one really in that division though.
And then he lost to bro, come on. Then you lose to Alonzo Menafield. What the fuck, man?
Alonzo Menafield's a poop stick.
Yeah, but Ankalaev, dude. Ankalaev's got the grappling. He's got the striking for sure. Motherfucker's got a high kick. He can
his kick's crazy for somebody as big as him.
He's a fucking problem. Honestly, I want to see Yuri fight for the belt, but I could even see Ankalaev like fighting the loser of the title fight. Honestly,
I could too, and he would fuck up Glover.
We'll see. Well, then, dude, if Glover wins and he wins, you know what I mean? I was gonna say if he has a good call, it's not like he's gonna get on the mic and fucking cut a sweet promo. So
yeah, no.
Anyway, I have a little bit of a hot take when we get a little further up the card. Mike or Matt predicted this before the podcast. Li Jingliang is KOing Hamzat in the first round, Matt said. Back up your prediction, Matt.
Dude, fuck him. I hate him, dude. He's lost me so much money. I'm going.
Fuck him. Dude, I called it. Go back in the podcast. I said he was going to beat Ponzinibbio.
You did. And I think Mike did too.
And you were adamant.
Yeah, I thought Ponzinibbio, but then Ponzinibbio came out like it was his first fight. It threw a jab for fucking 3 rounds.
I mean, dude, we've all been there. I got his
adamant
about fights.
Like he fucked him up.
We all give each other shit. There's been very few times. Well, not very few times. I should say very many times where one of us is adamant and it's 2 versus 1 and we're defending it to the death. And then the 2 are right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who was it? You and Mike were going back and forth with Benil. Was it Benil Dariush and Frank Camacho?
It was. And obviously Dariush blew his fucking doors off. That was after I think Dariush couldn't stop getting knocked out. And then he stopped getting knocked out. And
skyrocketed to the top of the division.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just caught him at the wrong time. Anyway, Chimaev is back, dude. He's minus 590. They have a lot riding on him. The UFC really wants to promote him. I mean, he was the hype train of all hype trains, and then fucking COVID caught him, and his lungs weren't functioning that great. And he's doing a lot of interviews. He says he's back to normal. And I really do think if he comes out and wins, I think no matter how he wins, but I think he's going to come out looking for a stoppage. And if he gets a stoppage, it's over. I think he's going to take Li Jingliang down. I just hope he doesn't fall in love with his hands. Like, bro, realistically, you're a grappler. You know what I mean? He's a grappler. You knocked out Gerald Mearshart. Like,
big deal. You and everyone else. Passage.
That's what I'm saying. So, and fucking John Phillips, like, bro, come on. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it, and I get the hype, and he puts it on people, but just don't fall in love with the hands. Like, what the fuck do I know? Who am I, right? I'm just a fan. But we'll see. I think if he goes for an early takedown, I think it's going to be as soon as the fight hits the mat, it's a wrap. It's over. I'm sure you're going to have a lot to say about this next fight. Alexander Volkov, Marcin Tybura. Odds are pretty fucking much what I thought they'd be. Volkov minus 290, Marcin Tybura plus 230. I really think this fight, I'm calling this right now. I don't give a fuck. You call me Maddie minus 300. This is my lock. There's no way Tybura's winning this fight.
The only thing he would be able to do, and he won't do it because Volkov's a good wrestler, he would have to dump him on his ass and keep him there. Because otherwise, it's not going to happen. But yeah, that's my lock too. I mean, I do the same thing. There's no way I don't. I might lock it now and screenshot it just in case the line moves. He's not losing.
We have it here on audio, video, whatever it is. In case we don't save this video and no one ever sees this except the 2 of us, it's 5:44 p.m. Oh, you can't see my screen because it's blurred out. Anyway, moving on up. Yeah, I mean, before we move on, it's just Volkov's just going to pick him off at range. Tybura's a win 1, lose 1, win 3, somehow lose 1.
Freak, just because I've been fading him.
No, but he's just a very average heavyweight. He's above average heavyweight, and we know what his ceiling is. We also somewhat know what his floor is, but we also somewhat know what his ceiling is. So,
dude, he's won 5 straight.
That's what I said. I said 3. I didn't realize it was 5.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Before that, he was like 1 for 5 and I'm about to get cut. But he was 1 for 5 against fucking Derek Lewis a couple of years ago, Verdum a couple of years ago, Augusto Sakai, who was ranked inside the top 10 at one point, only beat Stephen Struve, and Shamil, who sucks, but whatever.
Shamil, yeah. He's a rite of passage now.
Yeah.
Next up, dude, I'm curious to see your thoughts on this. Islam Makhachev, Dan Hooker.
Makhachev.
Islam Makhachev is minus 650.
Dude, he's that good. He's in Makhachev's winning fight.
He is, and we saw what he did to fucking
Bro, he made Dober basically quit, and Dober's a dog.
Dude, I was shocked. But who's a bigger dog than Dan Hooker?
Yeah, but
he's not stopping the takedown. But dude, he's got those long knees. He knees people like, dude, what he did to Gilbert Burns is like cruel. He knees people from far away, or fucking what's his name? Ross Pearson.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like,
dude,
I don't know.
I know.
Man. It's Makhachev. He's going to be a champion.
Dude, he's looking.
I wish
like
I could get a future line. I mean, honestly, the line probably wouldn't even be good when you're minus
he's
600.
looking like it, but
like,
quote me on this long knee. If he gets knocked out with a knee, I don't care if he wins by a check hook, whatever the fuck, anything other than knee. Okay, I'm not right. But if he knocked Makhachev out with a freshly timed knee, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, the real, and I'm a huge. Well, I shouldn't say I still am huge Aljo fan, but I feel this is for the real belt. We have number 1 Peter Yan taking on number 3 Corey Sandhagen. What are your thoughts? You know me, I'm the biggest.
You said real.
Why?
Because he lost his last fight.
I know you're being. Wait, you're saying Corey?
Serious. Corey, yeah. Losing to TJ. Was that his last fight?
Yeah, but I'm saying Peter Yan is like the champ.
No, I meant okay. I thought you meant like this fight is the fight that should be happening under any circumstance. Like this.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking like Peter Yan is the champ. So
yeah,
this is for the real belt.
Oh,
no, the fight really should.
I forgot he wasn't the champion. That's why I said that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
That's how much I disregard Aljamain Sterling. I was thinking, was it title fight?
No, if I could pick any fight in the world that what I think, and well, obviously extreme fan bias for TJ, it should be Yan and TJ. But this is what we got, and I think this fight is sweet because, sorry, I'm just saying, right. Okay. Yeah, I think this fight is sweet. This fight's gonna be exciting. Sandhagen's got no quit in him. Yan has no fucking quit in him. They both don't like to back up. Yan has unreal takedown defense. Corey Sandhagen has excellent wrestling. They both have excellent takedown defense, which I don't think Yan's going for any takedowns. They both have very good striking. Corey is definitely more unorthodox, and he's really, really long and tall, where Yan is compact. I mean, you flat out see Yan. How do you see this fight going?
Dude, I think Jan's just too calculated, dude. I don't know. I don't know though, because Sandhagen's bag of tricks is so deep. Like he will do things that Yan would never even attempt, but Yan he's a shell. His defense is a shell. Yeah. The only time I've ever seen him hurt, I think, was Jimmy Rivera. And like it's hard to beat somebody as technically sound as him, especially like when a guy like Sandhagen, his best chance, in my opinion, is a lot of big explosive movements. But I just think Jan's defense is just too fucking good. And I don't think the fight's going to hit the ground. And I'm not worried about Yan if it does.
I'm not either. And Jan's takedown defense is excellent, especially it's so good when you have someone that's so good on the feet like him and so technically sound.
How many did he defend against Sterling? It was in like the teens.
It was in the teens. It was in the teens. Yeah. I don't know, dude. It just seems like everyone's writing Sandhagen completely off, and I don't see it like that. I think that the odds are right, but
I thought he'd beat
I'm rooting for Sandhagen. Definitely. I'm rooting for Sandhagen as a fan, and I think I'm totally in the minority, but I will be rooting for Sandhagen.
Yan landed 7 of 7 takedowns. Sterling was 1 for.
Don't say it. I felt like it was really high. Like
it was high.
High. Was it 19?
17. He was 1 for 17.
I was gonna say when you said in the teens, I was like, I think it was like 19.
Dude. Yeah, I'm not fucked up.
That's fucked up. So yeah, I mean, well, dude, I haven't been excited I think the last time I was looking forward to the fight, well, actually probably the last time I looked forward to a fight this much was Volk and Ortega. But before that was probably Sandhagen and TJ. I love watching Sandhagen fight. Obviously, TJ is one of my favorites, and I can't wait to see him back. He's already doing PT. He's getting stem cells. His knee's getting back. So I would love to see him fight the winner, no matter what. I mean, if Sandhagen won, you have to give it to TJ. TJ just beat him. You know what I mean? And I think but then where the fuck does Aljo go? Because Aljo really has the belt. So what am I saying? You're muted.
I said, fuck him. He's not fighting. Like, that's on him. Strip him. If he doesn't fight after this next one, the belt's got to go, especially if Yan wins in like emphatic fashion.
Yeah.
Like, forget
it. Right. Dana would do that too. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I have a question for you coming up after I ask. Jan Blachowicz is up to minus 300. That Polish power. The odds believe that Polish power is going to land on the chin of Glover Teixeira, who's coming at plus 235. Again, happy birthday to him. Today's his birthday, 41 years old, still doing the damn thing. I don't say the British, the Brazilian destroyer. How do you see this one going down? I already know what you're going to say, but
I just don't see a way Jan wins this fight. I mean, Glover wins this fight. Like,
I do.
Taking him down?
Taking it, dude.
But doesn't Jan have really good takedown defense? And he can wrestle.
And he can wrestle, and he's got good jiu-jitsu, but so does Glover in all three aspects. Do you remember, like, dude, like, look at how good, I know it's different, but Jared Cannonier, heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight, whatever weight class, looked unstoppable, big fucking powerful dude. What did Glover do to him? Took him down and made him look like he never ever got defended a takedown or did jiu-jitsu in his career. Glover's,
but look who's getting compared to like Blachowicz's experience.
Dude, but look at the guy. Look at Glover's who he's taking down and stopping. Like what he did to Anthony Smith, cruel. What he did to Thiago Santos, cruel. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't get much bigger than fucking Thiago Santos. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. He's durable as fuck. I just don't know how. Like, if you take one of those, one of those shots from the Polish power,
I think he's going to bed.
So do the odds makers. So you're not fucking wrong, dude. I'm honestly, may the best man win that fight. I'm definitely going to be rooting for Sandhagen in the co-main event, but in the main event, I don't really have a dog in the race. Now, let me ask you this. We just saw Corey Anderson win. Corey Anderson, Vadim Nemkov, Jan Blachowicz, Glover Teixeira. Who's the best out of the four of them?
Whoa, you gotta go slower. Glover, Nemkov.
So the Bellator heavyweight title or light heavyweight title, light heavyweight title. So Anderson and Nemkov, Blachowicz and Teixeira. Who's the best?
Nemkov.
Or
Blachowicz. I think one of those two. I definitely don't think it's fucking Corey. It's definitely not Glover. I would put in order. I go Nemkov, Blachowicz, Corey. Couple miles of shit, Glover. I'm still not buying Glover. Like, I just don't like. I don't not excited. Like, switch the main event. I don't know, man. I guess it's because he's old. Like, if he was like 35, I guess I'd be more into it. But to me, it's more of a Cinderella story than it is this guy is actually a world beater. I mean, he is a world beater, but a lot of it is he's just durable. Like when he gets cracked often.
Yeah,
and he's lucky his chin holds up. But like, fuck, yeah. I definitely think Nemkov, and I hate Corey Anderson, so I wouldn't put him in one, even if I wanted to.
I really like Corey Anderson, but I just don't think he's one. But he's good.
He's full. Yeah. But, so why do you want Sandhagen? Because
his style. I like him as a person and his style.
I won't be comfortable ever if Sterling gets away with not fighting Jan. I would never feel okay.
I understand.
They have to fight. I understand. And he broke the rules, but like he shouldn't be allowed to duck him, dude.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That was bullshit. Like that should just been a no contest. It's like, bro, you fucking lost, Aljo. Sorry. Yeah. If you want to continue, you can keep going. Otherwise, you fucking lose, dude. Or it's a wash. That's what I think should happen. Then they should be rematching now. Aljo can't do it. Now you really fucking lost. You know what I mean? So
if I'm Dana, I'm putting pressure on it. Dana should have made this an interim. Is it interim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah. But I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad if he gets off the hook because I think he might beat Sandhagen. He did beat Sandhagen.
He did. He choked his ass out.
Didn't he hurt him first too?
No, I think he just wrapped him up.
I could have swore he blasted him with something first to hurt him.
Maybe a kick. I don't remember. He just wrapped his neck up quick. Maybe he stunned him and then just wrapped up. But dude, he was on his back. I could see the rear naked choking. I could see Sandhagen's face wincing. On the chin, it slid under. It was a wrap. That was flukish, though. I'm not gonna say that would never happen again. But Sandhagen, like, dude, that only happens like one out of 1,000.
And Sterling was on a run. Yeah, he was on a run.
But maybe Sandhagen wouldn't have been here if that never happened to him. You know what I mean?
True.
But you got anything else, bro? Otherwise, I think episode 89 is in the books. Hopefully, you fucking save this so Mikey gets it and actually could say it and upload it for us. We'll see. But
see.
That's all I got for now. Bellator will be back in a couple of weeks. We got some fire fucking fights coming out of Bellator. UFC's doing the damn thing. PFL just happened. Some Canelo's fighting next weekend. A lot of boxing going on. But that's all I got for you right now, bro.
All I got.
All right. Well, another MMA, non-MMA news. Let's go Rangers, baby. I'll be at the game tomorrow.
Later,
Peace
guys.
out, world. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Hold on. Don't leave yet, Matt. I almost just hit end. I would have thrown up.